Hi everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. I hope everyone had a good week. This is the Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. So we had our Thanksgiving dinner tonight, and as much as the table is clean, I have noticed a sticky spot that my computer is covering so I don't get my stitching on it. Yeah, so it was just the three of us for Thanksgiving dinner. Our province's numbers are rising, so everyone was asked to not gather outside of your households for Thanksgiving this weekend. Hopefully people will heed that advice, even though I'm sure there's a lot that won't, and it won't cause things to get worse. We've had a few areas of the province that have gone down to stage 2, and so that means no indoor restaurants, no gyms, no movie theaters, I think, no casinos, which just opened a few days ago, so that didn't last very long. Yeah, things like that. So hopefully that doesn't continue to spread across the province, but yeah, I just hope that the numbers don't increase too much more, because I just want to keep my son in school. That's still going very well, and yeah, everything's going well with that. So he did the after school program, had a run-in with a raccoon in the play yard Tuesday afternoon. I don't think that a raccoon got anywhere near them or anything like that. I don't think there was any safety concerns at all, but apparently it startled my son enough that now he is dreaming about raccoons and is really scared of raccoons, and skunks got lopped in there too somehow, and so we're working through that. But I thought it was exciting that they saw a raccoon. Apparently it was not. Oh well. What we did this weekend, not much. Again, with the whole raccoon incident, my son is very cautious about going outside right now, so got to get over that. And then, as I said today, I did go for a run with my running group, distance of course, and then we had our dinner tonight. So just a relaxing weekend. And then I'm off work tomorrow. My husband does have to work, so I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. My son and I probably just hang out again. Nothing too exciting. I think that's it for life updates. Thank you to all my subscribers. Your support is greatly appreciated. As far as haul goes, not too much. I did get a couple needle minders from Dee Dee's Needle Minders on Etsy. So there's one with a cow with a buffalo plaid band in. I'm just trying to get it so it's not so glary. That's cute. And then there's one other one that you'll see on a project. Yeah, I didn't get as much stitching done as I thought I was going to get, so it's probably going to be a short one. So I did do a big focus on Plum Street Samplers Clementine, and I got it done. Ta-da! So now I just figure out how I'm going to finish it. I don't know if I'm going to get a little square frame or do a pillow. Now that I can do pillows, I don't know. But yeah. So happy with that turned out. So that's all they called for. So that took a lot of time just getting that finished up. So that was kind of my nighttime stitching. And then I moved on to Hello Spring, just to see. I'm kind of almost on a finishing kick, because just to see what I can get finished up. Now this one, I think I am missing some floss colors still. I had the chicken done except for the white. Finished the cup, added the green at the bottom, added the blue, what is it called, rain shower, for the little scarf. I'm not going to put Hello Spring. I don't know what I'm going to put. Any suggestions? Maybe Cluck? Not sure. If you have any suggestions of what to put on that cup instead of Hello Spring, just because I'd rather it not be so seasonal. That's that one. This is my cup plastic bag. It has a whole bunch of what's in my cups from Priscilla and Chelsea. And then I did have a new start. So yesterday, so October 10th, was the start of the Modern Folk Embroidery, the Zimmerman Coverlets Sal that Ellen Reed is hosting from Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour. So in case you didn't know, this chart was inspired from a coverlet from her family that was stitched in 1837 by traveling weavers. And she had posted a picture on her Instagram page, and the Modern Folk Embroidery had seen it and said, hey, can I chart that? And she was like, sure. And then I guess in a very quick turnaround time, in less than a day, they presented her with a chart. I said, hey, would you mind if we shared that? And we'd like to donate some proceeds to a charity of your choice. So she picked a charity in Toronto. Actually, I have the information here. I should, I think. She picked Red Door Family Shelter in Toronto, so 25% of the proceeds go to that. So she started a SAL called the Zimmerman Coverlet SAL that started yesterday. So feel free to join in on that. I was really hoping to do, so the pattern you get is like one, so it's a repeating pattern. So this page is 3 of this pattern, right? So the pattern you get is like this section. So I was hoping to do the 3 repeating, but that's quite large, and I couldn't find any fabric big enough. My only option right now is Michael's, as our my local LNS is currently closed due to a very tragic death in the family, which I can understand completely. So Michael's is my only option, and they only had one roll of Irish linen 28 count even weave tea dye. So that's what I got. So you will see that, and it's not big enough for the whole thing. So I'm gonna do, the plan was to do one section, but I did a middle start because I really like the center part anyway. So I did a middle start because I'm not sure how I'm gonna like stitching it on the even weave. So I figure if I do the middle part and then I'm like, that's all I want to do, then that's all I want to do. So this is my start. So as you can see, it's in a hoop, and that's unusual for me, except I really felt I needed this to be very taut to stitch on this, so that's why it's in a hoop. I fought with a scroll friend that I have, but I couldn't get it to stay tight. I cut down the fabric to make it work in the scroll friend because I thought maybe that was my problem, too much fabric. So I cut it down to what I needed with a 2-inch border. But now I'm kind of mad that I did that because then I didn't end up using the scroll frame. Then I knew I had this hoop, which is a 14-inch hoop that I just picked up at the thrift store. So so I got it in there. So this is what I worked on yesterday. I would have had more, but I messed up a bunch of times, so I had to rip it out a bunch of times. My back is horrendous looking. I'm doing it 1 strand over 1, and it's 28 count Irish linen even weave, just like the Charles Craft or whatever from Michaels, and it says tea-dyed. And then the floss I'm using is the 29, so the purple, or I think it's called Eggplant. And so one of the other things that I purchased, I don't know if you can see that really well, was this llama needle minder from Dee Dee's Needle Minder, and then I got out the Snag Nabbit too, which has really helped with my frogging, because I screwed up so much that I didn't want to frog at all. So then I just frogged a few stitches and then like put the ends back in, and I think it'll be okay. But the Snag Nabbit really is helpful with that for sure. So Steph is right. Get a Snag Nabbit. So yeah, lots of new things happening on there. So 1 over 1 stitching. Even I have done a 28 count even weave before, kind of on accident, just because I was trying to make an ornament small, and I did it 2 strands over 1, and no wonder I was swearing at myself because I couldn't get the 2 strands in. Yeah, so it was just a small ornament, so it wasn't anything big overtaking. This fabric is very flimsy, and so I didn't trust myself to do in hand, and I just felt like I needed it tight. So then I thought about a Q-snap, but if I can't get the scroll frame to work, how is this Q-snap going to be any better? I don't know. I was just very frustrated yesterday. I knew I could get it in the hoop. I knew I could do that. So there was a lot of setup for this project for sure. So I will do the middle part and then see if I want to finish the outside area. If my calculation is right, which I think it is, it should be fine. I should have a big enough piece there to do the whole thing. Might have to move the hoop to get like the top corners, but we will see. So that is that. And then my last purchase was I downloaded Gobble from Stitching with the Housewives. So the Gobble What's in My Cup. So as I said, today is the Canadian Thanksgiving. So I thought it would be nice to start that. So I just started the cup there because I had some fall grain, and then the only other color I have is I have a little bit of the tea and biscuits, which are on his chest and stuff. So a little bit to get started with there. So another thing about getting things finished, then I can put some floss back into my stash. So I think that is it. As far as future plans, I can't think of anything really for next week yet. I took a look to see if anything was posted in the Facebook groups. I didn't do very good at anything for the Facebook groups this week. I think the only thing that count maybe is Clementine, and then maybe the What's My Cup for a stretch for like a teacup. Yeah, the other 2 I just started because I wanted to, which is fine. But Enchanted Stitches, nothing was posted yet, and School Magical Stitches did post, and it's mainly referring to like your oldest work in progress, your middle work in progress. How do you determine middle? And your newest work in progress. So my oldest is the kitty litter, the Dimensions kit, and then I guess this one would be my newest because I just started it today, which I could work on tomorrow because it's still Thanksgiving, so that would make sense. yeah. So I might go downstairs and see if I have any fabric that I can maybe use as a back for Clementine. And then I was also maybe thinking of making, I still have to finish the quirky Quaker puffin, like fully finish it. I was thinking maybe making it into a cushion because it's an octagon. I think it's an octagon. I'm not very good with my shapes, but I think I could make that into a pillow. So when I was at I was at Walmart today after my run, and they didn't have very much fabric. Fabric's really scarce because of people making masks and stuff. So as like I don't go to like quilt shops or anything like that to look for my fabric, just because I don't need fancy fabric. So I just look at Michael's and Walmart when I'm there. So, but yeah, I'll see what I have downstairs that I might be able to use. Maybe I'll fully finish. We will see for next week. All right, so that is it. I hope everyone has a good week and you're staying safe. And we'll talk to you next week. Bye.